ACN here with ACN Studios. Thank you for visiting this page. I am excited because we're getting ready to start a whole new mix tutorial from start to finish. Later on in the future, we're also going to record some amps and how to record and how to get things going for the session, and also how to mix, which is the main goal of this account and these videos and these tutorials. So I want to first start saying once again, thank you for visiting. Don't forget to like and to subscribe and send the link to someone that might need help in this area. So I just want to start this off as an introduction, and also what the main priority of the first thing that needs to be done is cleaning up your mix, getting your session in order. This is Pro Tools, and I'm going to show you my process, what I do, and what I've learned from some of the best, watching some of the greatest mix engineers, and this is how we learned, and also growing up in studios all my life, watching people do this even on a real console and in the box. So we're using Pro Tools today as our tape machine. We're going to show our setup and how we got it in order, and you see there's a lot of plugins. There's a lot of audio tracks, and we all the way down to our input, our mix bus and master fader. So when we look all the way over here, it starts off with with a lot of buses and auxes, but the first tracks is our drums. So the first thing you want to do is put your session in order. It's very simple. You're doing this because of all your inventory. You have all your parking spaces, and nothing is named right. Some people just put drum kit. Some people name their mic. Some people name the mic they're using and not even the name of the person, or vocal 1, vocal 2, and that confuses you. Then you got to listen to it to see what's going on. Before you put any plugin, before you put any compression and start building reverbs and you get to all that fun spot, you have to do the work that no one wants to do. It's called clean up your session. It's very simple. If you got a kick, name it kick. If you got 2 kicks, put kick 2, like we see over here. Pay attention. You got snare, you got fat snare. Why does it say fat snare? Well, due to the process of this song, the way I wanted to remember, it says fat snare. This is the rim, which is the side stick. I call it rim. That's how I know it. I got 2 toms, which is a rack tom and a floor tom, but I call it tom 1 and tom 2. I got hats. I got left overhead and right overhead. They're on a stereo track. I literally got the 2 tracks and made them as one, and we'll get to the process why we did that. And then all the plugins, and it was already mixed. Everything is sent here to the mix, to the drum mix, and all my drums are named. And when I see red, I learned this from the best of the best. Sometimes people put pink, sometimes people put blue. I choose red. When I see red, I see drums. When I see purple, like a dark purple, I know it's a bass. Don't even got to read it. I know I'm dealing with the bass, and I know what my plugins are. All my guitars are electric green, or whatever type of bright green color that I choose at the moment. And I named them simple. AGT1, which stands for Acoustic Guitar 1, Acoustic Guitar 2. They're pan left and right. This is a crunch guitar. This is a crunch fill. You could put that in lower letters if you want, or capital, however you can remember. Sometimes you could just put DIST for distort. I put distortion. It's taking up a little space, but I remember it to be that way. Remember, there's no rule to that. The only rule is clean up your session. How you spell it for you to remember is up to you. That's your preference. When I see yellow, I see a piano. All my vocals are in blue, whether they're dark blue, light blue. All I know is that it's a vocal, and always my main vocal is always this blue right here. And we have all these other blues because these are ad-lids. These are, it says highs, it says high 2, it says mid 1 and 2 and 3. These are all the layered harmonies that were done to the song. And then all the choirs, now pay attention, I have 2 auxes and 2 buses that are not at the beginning of the session. They're right next to where I think they need to be, because if you pay attention, there's no plugins on all these harmonies, because all these harmonies are sent to this right here at the bottom, which is the output. This is the input. So on the input at the top over here, it says harms, and over here it says mix bus. So this harm bus is being sent to the main output, which is the mix bus, and all of these are being sent to the harm bus. So that means I didn't need all these plugins. That I could if I wanted, but I'm controlling all these harmonies, which is my voice, and they're all sent here. So I'm going to use this fader next to all these, and I can even put it this color blue if I decided. So if I wanted, I can go see what color this blue is, click on it, and now it's that same color and consider it part of it. But I'm used to it being that army green color, whatever it might be. So regardless of that, it's sitting right where it needs to be, and I'm doing that exactly with the choir. So we got two. So we got 1, 2, and 3, and 4. We have 4 stereo choirs, which is in a pair of 8, or so many in 8. And I'm doing the same thing here. There's no compression, there's no EQ. They're all sent here. Uh, Using all this for compressions and for EQs. All the plugins I slapped on the bus or the aux, and that's going through the whole session all the way down to the input, which is a master fader. I learned this trick a long time ago from a great guy, and learned this that I control my volume with this one, with another master fader. This is all in a burgundy, dark plum, whatever color it is. All I know is when I see that color, I see my inputs and my outputs. So organize your mix, put it in order, make it fun. Because if you don't organize it, you're going to be trying to organize as you mix. You want to come to the place that you organized, you edit, you done all of this. That all you got to do is start messing with your effects, your reverbs, your EQs, your compression. You organize your mix so you can focus on your mix. So here at ACN Studios, this is what we're here to do. I'm here to help. I'm not trying to teach anything to anybody that they don't already know, but we're trying to help maybe the guy that maybe has a problem with that muddy mix. Maybe the guy, this is not for the professional. If you're a professional mixer, hey, God bless you. Move forward. Help me make tutorials, and let's teach what we learned. And maybe we can teach each other a thing or two we didn't know from the pros. Who knows? But this is for the guy or the girl who doesn't know how to mix and has a struggle in their mix, and you're trying to get somewhere. This is going to put it all together. But the first advice I can give you before you start raising faders, before you start slapping plugins, outboard gear, consoles, however you're doing this process, clean up your mix. This clean mix session with naming everything and put everything in order will help you, so you don't got to focus on 10 different things at one time. So I hope you learned something new today. I hope this blessed you, and I hope that you will stay tuned, like, subscribe, let me know what you think in the comments, send this link to someone that might be having this issue, and get ready for more tutorials. So see you a different time, ACN Studios.